Hey, I'm Kristy Bushaw. I sail the beautiful Alabama and Florida Gulf Coast. Wanted to talk to you today about something a little different. Not just real estate, but more about what locals actually love about living here along the Gulf Coast. I think some of the best parts about living here are those that the tourists never even experience. So, a lot of people picture Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, and Perdido Key and immediately think vacation, beaches, great seafood, and the condo views and the beautiful coastline, the scenery we have. And yes, that's absolutely part of life here. But once you actually become a local, your relationship with the coast kind of changes completely. It becomes less about vacation and more about your lifestyle. And I think that's what surprises people most. When they move here, they think that they're going to focus on the beach. And one of the biggest things that locals love is honestly the pace of life. Things just feel slower here in the best way possible. People spend more time outside, more time on the water, more time with family and friends. Dinner lasts just a little bit longer. Weekends feel more relaxed and spontaneous. There's just a completely different energy along the coast. That's hard to explain before you move here, but once you experience it yourself, that's what's really funny, is a lot of people move here thinking the beach, that's going to be their favorite part of living here. But honestly, some of the moments locals end up loving most is everyday lifestyle surrounding things like early morning coffee, overlooking the water. It's deciding at last minute to go watch the sunset. It's grabbing dinner outside in December while people up north are freezing their tails off. It's also about golf cart rides through beautiful communities and running into people at the local restaurants and farmers market. That becomes normal life here. Another thing that locals really love is how connected life here feels to the outdoors. Even if you're not somebody that really enjoys the water and boating, every single weekend, this area naturally pulls you outside more often. One of the best examples of that is the Gulf State Park. You've got over 28 miles of paved walking trails that connect through Gulf Shores and Orange Beach. The trails wind through lakes and coastal forests, marshes and beaches, and stretch all the way from Gulf Shores to Orange Beach. And honestly, it becomes part of your routine when you live here. And then there's the boating lifestyle. This is something my family and I really enjoy. A lot of buyers move here because of the beach, but end up realizing that boating becomes one of their favorite parts of living here, especially in areas like Bear Point, Terry Cove, and Cotton Bayou, and of course Perdido Key, where being on the water becomes part of your everyday life. And even if you don't own a boat, being around marinas and waterfront restaurants, boat launches, and beautiful sunset cruises become part of the culture here. And locals love the off-season. Everyone always talks about summer, but September through December, they are some of the most beautiful months on the Gulf Coast. The weather is beautiful, restaurants are less crowded, the beaches feel peaceful again. It's one of the times of year locals get to slow down, a little more and truly enjoy everything our area has to offer. And then there's the traditions. This area has so many events that locals genuinely love and look forward to every single year. Things like the National Shrimp Festival, the Frank Brown International Songwriters Festival, the Floribama events, Christmas boat parades and great seafood festivals, multiple fishing tournaments. There's always something happening. And after a while, those events stop feeling like tourist attractions and start feeling like part of your community. And something else people don't realize until they actually spend more time here is how different each area feels. You know, living in Gulf Shores feels different from Orange Beach. Orange Beach feels different from Perdido Key. And even neighborhoods within those areas have completely different lifestyles. Some people want walkability, some want boating access, some want quiet and residential, some want investment potential, some want golf cart communities, some want luxury waterfront living. And honestly, helping people figure out which lifestyle fits them is one of my favorite parts of what I do. Because buying a house and living here really isn't just about the number of bedrooms and bathrooms. It's about how you want to enjoy more life and feel once you're here. And honestly, I think that's why so many people move to the Gulf Coast and never leave. There's just something about the combination of water, community, lifestyle, and a slower pace that just most people get attached to really quickly. I've had buyers originally come down looking for a second home, and within a couple of years, they're living here full time because they realize they genuinely feel happier here. And honestly, I completely understand why. So if you're thinking about moving to the Alabama or Florida Gulf Coast, go to KristyBushaw.com and let's have a meeting to learn about the different neighborhoods and see which fits your lifestyle. And if there's another Gulf Coast topic you'd like me to cover in an upcoming Wisdom Wednesday, leave it in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next Wednesday.